What's up, everybody? We are in free agency. 12 o'clock is supposed to be where most of the decisions are going to be made. We're already at 12:40 p.m. on the Eastern Standard Time on the East Coast. Forgive the somber tone of this video, but you have to understand my perspective. But let's get into what's going on actually right now. There's so many things. Over the weekend, we know Josh Allen signed a huge extension, so he's definitely going to be a Bill probably for the remainder of his career. A lot of guys are still on the market, but there's so many little subtle moves that are taking place that really got me concerned. One of the things that nobody's talking about really are a lot of the O-line guys that are being picked up and re-signed. We thought they might get free from the teams. Guys like Ben Bredeson with the Tampa Bay Bucks. Wasn't sure he was going to stay, but he was an unrestricted free agent, and the Bucks brought him back on a 3-year deal. Just a little small thing like that, especially when you have a team like my team, the New York Football Giants, who need help on their line, and some low-cost options would have been a great move for Joe Schoen to take advantage of. Guys like Braden Smith with the Colts, he restructured his contract, so he can stay with them. Evan Brown re-signs with the Cardinals on a 2-year deal. We were looking at Jonathan Allen. He's been a big name on the market for us. He spent some time in Minnesota with the Vikings. They got a couple of guys on the interior D-line. Jonathan Bullitt and Jerry Tillery about to be free agents. You know Minnesota's probably not letting him out of the building without signing him. And that was a big target that we had for a free agency. Hassan Reddick, a lot of struggles and issues in New York with the Jets. Just signed on with the Bucks for a 1-year deal. So there's all little things like this that are going on. The guys are even Jalen Moore from the Chiefs, offensive tackle. I was thinking about him, 2-year deal. So he's staying with the Chiefs, or he's going to the Chiefs from the Niners. Had some good stuff going on in San Francisco. Had a few starts that he didn't make, but he only allowed 1 sack, no penalties, and 271 snaps. I mean, these are the kind of guys that you want to bring on your team if you can help it. And we have a lot of needs there, and now all these guys are going in low cost. I don't know if they're even talking to the Giants, or the Giants are even talking to them, or even worse, they may all have the word on the street that the Giants is not a place for you to land because they don't trust management. That's going to lead me to the rest of the whole free agency picture, because I feel like this is what we're faced with. This is what's going on. I'm going to try to see if we can go live almost every day this week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday for sure. Just give you some updates on all the free agency stuff. So let's jump into what people want to actually hear about, the whole quarterback situation. I can't even go on other shows or do it collabs without somebody asking about what's the Giants going to do at quarterback. And you know what? It's a legit argument. We got needs at cornerback for sure. DJ Reed and Charvarius Ward are guys that I think will be a big help to our team. Of course, at right guard, Will Freeze from the Colts and Tevin Jenkins are names that are being tossed around in free agency. A lot of the things that we need on our roster. But obviously, quarterback is the biggest deal. And right now, the spotlight is on us as a franchise. It's on Joe Schoen as a GM. And it feels like people don't want to come and play in New York, which is supposed to be the mecca of professional sports. They don't want to come there and play. What we're hearing right now is that Aaron Rodgers was supposed to be coming to us in some talks. And now I'm hearing this morning when I woke up to this that the Giants are waiting for Rodgers to respond. Don't forget who Aaron Rodgers has shown himself to be. If we're waiting for him to respond or waiting for him to make a decision, I don't like our chances. He's probably shopping himself around. And you know what? Why wouldn't he? Yeah, he's 41 years old, almost 42, but he's shopping himself around because why not? People are in need of quarterbacks, and he can provide some help there. As soon as we went live on this episode or on this video, I got a message saying that Aaron Rodgers is close to signing with the Steelers, which is something that was kicked around a little bit on national radio this morning. So I heard some of that, but honestly, I wasn't sure it was going to happen. I thought that Russell Wilson having some rapport with DK Metcalf in the past, they would keep him on. So if that seems to be the case, then it looks as though if that happens and Rodgers does sign with the Steelers, that's going to put both Fields and Russell Wilson likely on the street. We know there's been some rumors about Justin Fields going to the Jets. There's been some interest there on both sides. I can see that. Athletic quarterback, he can really help out guys like Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall. Yeah, I get it. It makes a lot of sense. Where's that leave Russell Wilson? Well, because Geno went to the Raiders, that kind of leaves him out of the picture, I think. I don't see him going on the same roster with Geno Smith after they're about to give him an extension. If they haven't done that already, they're going to give Geno at least a long-term deal, I guess. It's 2-3 years, something like that I heard. So that leaves who's left out here. You got guys like Jameis Winston are still left out here. Justin Fields, if he doesn't go to the Jets, he's still going to be out here available. We're still hearing Daniel Jones' name. I'm like, oh my God, we can't escape this man. His name is still being bandied about. It looks as though he may be going to the Colts, or at least some interest there for that. He definitely not coming back to the Giants. There's no room for that in our life, in my dreams. We're hearing that Sam Darnold is probably going to the Seahawks. It's hard to imagine that Seattle let Geno Smith walk out of there and they didn't have a backup plan in place. So I'm thinking that they're going to be going after Sam Darnold to kind of help out with their number one wide receiver, Jackson Smith-Njigba, and some of their young talent. So that looks like it's going to be a lock there. Everybody thought Rodgers was going to the Vikings. So what does that mean? Well, if Rodgers does not, he signs with the Steelers, as is being speculated right now. What that means is that the Vikings are going to be looking for a quarterback in free agency. The Jets are looking for a quarterback in free agency. The Seahawks are looking for a quarterback in free agency. And I would say the Colts now, just because of what's going on. Look at what's happening. They don't trust Anthony Richardson, so they're looking for a quarterback as well. What does that mean for the Giants? This is where the stress is coming in. Doesn't seem like we're top priority for either Rodgers or Wilson. I think there's still a chance now that Wilson may be pressed to do something if Rodgers doesn't come to the Steelers, because he's not going to be on the same team with Aaron Rodgers. I don't see that happening. I don't think Justin Fields is going to want to do that either. So that may give us a chance to get one of those guys, either Wilson or Fields, which is ideal considering the options that are left. Jameis Winston can potentially be a bridge, but if we can get if we can get Wilson or Fields, we definitely want to do that. But it just seemed to be a feeling that people don't want to come and play for the Giants just because of the uncertainty in the leadership. And you know what? It's something that we can't really deny. It's factual. Even all of our fan base is uncertain about the leadership. We don't know what they're going to do. We don't know if they can recruit players to come and play in New York, which again is the Mecca. People should want to play there, but for some reason they're not coming. I think that all points to Joe Schoen and the current Giants leadership. So today could be a great day. We keep you guys informed as we know more, but today could be a great day for the Giants. We may get a quarterback that we need. It gives us leverage in the draft. We can get who we want to be the rookie quarterback for the future, but we'll have somebody playing for us in 2025, leading this team, or today could be doomsday for the Giants franchise. We'll get into it. I'll keep you updated. I'll post as many videos as I can, but thanks for listening again. Stay informed. If you don't mind, jump on the YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button, keep us in the loop with you, and we'll keep you in the loop with us. Thanks again for listening. Have a great day. Out.